I finally found the courage to develop my first roll of film shot with this camera, the Canon A1, with a 50mm 1.2 lens and shot on Portra 160. I messed up the first rolls that I shot with this. I bought it in the beginning of this year, so it took me nearly 10 months to develop the first roll because yeah, I knew that I messed up the first ones. I set the wrong ISO. There's something wrong with the lens. Sometimes the aperture gets stuck on 1.2, but now it works. So I'm really scared to touch it. But so I messed up a few rolls there. I might try to develop them, but I was just scared that I was like, oh, I wasted all this money and this is too hard. Because it is a manual focus, it is manual. You can shoot it in the shutter priority mode, but yeah, it's still hard when you're not used to it. Anyway, I was really happy with the result when it finally came back. And now I feel like I'm hooked on it. So I bought more rolls of film. I'm already looking at a new camera that I want to buy, one of the more modern ones. But anyway, I want to show you the result and talk a bit about the photos. So here we go. So let's start from the beginning, which is a half shot or a third or something like that. But it's a shame because you could see that the colors is really nice. It looks sharp. I would have wanted to see this. This is a view that I've shot a million times when going on a road trip here in Mallorca in the mountains. But I really wanted to see what it would look like on this, and I didn't shoot it again. I don't know why. I thought, you know, oh, this is a view I've seen a million times. It's not anything important, but it would have been nice to see it really in full. So that's a shame. This is a friend, Maria. It's not in focus. And yeah, we shot it in the shadow. It's quite dull and a bit, yeah. But it could have been a nice photo a bit earlier maybe, when there was more sun, because it's really nice with her jacket and the blue sea in the background. This is shot from the car. Looks quite mysterious, but you can't really see what it is. I don't remember what I wanted to shoot. Maybe I wanted to shoot the sunset, but then a tree came in the way. I think that's what happened. This is also shot from the car. It's not in focus, and I think it looks very, yeah, it's shot from the car. I just wanted to see what the result would be like. This is also shot from the car, but this is the better of them. You know, quite sharp, and we have some softness here in the foreground, and this part here is really beautiful where the sun hits these straws. So I quite like that one. This was from another day, portrait of me, obviously, shot by my boyfriend, Andy. We were, I don't remember, close to the airport, so in the Palma sort of area, I guess, but yeah, a bit further out. It was very cloudy, and the same day we also took photos, or we filmed with the lens, the Canon FD lens on my Sony, and I made a video about that, or from that day. This is another portrait. This is the one that I prefer of these. Nice. I think it's a bit, these are a bit, the other ones are a bit underexposed. So you see the eyes are very dark, but this one here I like more color-wise, and the way also I get more light in my face and so on. Composition-wise, could have been better, could have captured my entire foot and hand, but this was shot by Andy. And he is not a photographer, but he's really good anyways. Little camera. There we go. After every photo, you have to pull the lever. Yep. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Another one of me. I could easily you know, tilt this so the horizon is straight in post-production, but this is just how they came out. This is a portrait of Andy. I could also have made the composition better here. This one is the one that I prefer, I think, of him from this day. It's a bit, yeah, more overexposed, but I really like the colors in this one. This one is also good. Really look like the sea in the background, and the reflection of me in the glasses. Shot from the car, of myself. I mean, just standalone, it's quite a boring photo. But the way I posted them on Instagram, I put them together so you could sort of see that it was a road trip. That tells a story, you know, but standalone, they're quite like, okay. But this is like, yeah, riding in the car, going to the mountains. And this was a photo that I waited for Andreas. He went into the supermarket at this gas station to buy Red Bull. And I was waiting in the car, and I saw this cyclist with a puncture trying to fix it, and he was, yeah, working on this tire for a long time. And I really wanted, there was a better shot of him standing up, and that was a better, like a silhouette, so to speak. But yeah, then that moment was gone, and I got this instead. Could have been sharper, and at first Andy didn't even see that the guy was there. Would have been better with a zoom, but I only had the 50mm. Very telling for Mallorca, riding in the mountains in the spring. A lot of cyclists going up and down, and some get punctures. This one here is from Camp de Mar in Mallorca as well. We went to have a drink. This is the place they shoot at in the series Netflix show. So we were there, and the colors here, I don't know actually what is right. Is it overexposed? Is it underexposed? Like, it feels very, very contrasty. But of course the sun was super sharp. You see there's like a lot of blacks in the photo, but it looks like in his face it's almost overexposed. So I don't know what I should have done to get better colors here. This one I like, very cool. Well, actually, I think I do know what I've done. I think I've had an ND filter on to have a shallow depth of field. That must be what I've done to get that sort of contrast. Also, this one looks very like this. The sea looks very turquoise, and the colors are a bit. Must be that I've used an ND. Here is a photo of the view from that cafe we were at. So this photo is better color-wise. Like it's not those extreme colors like in the first photo, but still very contrasty. Like, yeah, blacks and skin tones are very, very, very bright. This is another photo of the view where it's not as overexposed as the first one. This one here is from Monaco, a cool building that I wanted to shoot. And yeah, there was some, you know, these lines of this bridge, but yeah, there's a lot of annoying things around, like the cranes, and there's too much going on in this photo, and color-wise I think it's a bit overexposed. You can't see barely the sea and so on. This one I like, but it's a bit underexposed and not in focus, but yeah, I still like it because it's Andy. This one was actually a lot better. I just took it in all haste because yeah, we were walking around, we were going somewhere, we wanted breakfast, I think. And I just saw this cool, I think this was a dog park, and I think we couldn't really get through, so we had to go back. But anyway, I really like how the leaves turned out in the foreground, and the composition is actually quite good. And this photo here is an overexposed photo of the port or the harbor, the sea in Monaco. Not in focus, and yeah, not the best photo. but it would work, you know, if I put that together with this one and one of the other Monaco photos to tell a story. This one here also took it while Andy was walking, so you can see that he is not in focus. It could have been good if there was even more motion blur on him. Really like this part here with the shadow on the wall. Another one of Andy. I think I was tired of being on camera and also unfocused. So here we're back home. Andy's on the balcony, getting his tan on. Looks sharp. Colors look quite accurate because he gets quite red when he's in the sun. But yeah, just wanted to shoot the last frames of the roll, I think. An unsharp photo of Josie. This is shot straight towards the sun, so it's very, very contrasty. Yeah, it's just a view from the balcony. This one here is one of my favorites of the roll. It's quite dark, so you can barely see any details in the cat, but there's so much emotion in Andy's facial expression, so I really, really like this little moment between Andy and Josie. There's a better photo of Josie, but still a bit unsharp. And she looks very hesitant. This one I also liked. This looks better on screen than on the prints I got. It looks very, very dark in the print, so maybe I should have overexposed it a bit more. These photos here, I love, 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 love the colors of the sea. This sort of almost greenish, yeah, turquoise color. The sea is just outside where we live, and it can really take different shapes and colors, and I loved it on this day, and this film, Portra 160, really made it look very, very cool. I really like the tone here in the pavement and on the promenade, and yeah, Andy's a bit unsharp because he was walking and it's manual focus, but it's still, I still like this. And this one I think is my favorite, one of the favorites from the roll. I could have, yeah, removed a bit of the promenade, the pavement, and had more sky. That would have been nice. And I really, really like the color of the foreground, the tree there, the leaves, really, really beautiful towards or against the sea and against the sky. Loved the colors in this one. And this is also like, this is a photo that I would never have taken with my digital camera because like, oh, another photo of a plane in the sky, like, but I wanted to try it. I wanted to see if I could get it sharp. It's sharp enough. The colors are really, really beautiful. So this was actually one of my favorites in this, on this roll. And I think this might be the last one. Also one of my favorites. Colors look super duper beautiful. The sky, there's detail in the sky. The sea looks really nice, and I like the unfocus I like that Andy is not in focus, which was my intention. Okay, this is the last one. Yeah, I just shot it. I knew that it was not going to be, it was just to finish the roll, but I really like this one as well. It looks really, really cool. That is like really dark on one side of his face, and then, yeah, the sun on the other side. Really cool photo. And that was the entire roll. My first roll of Portra 160. And now I have 2 more that I've sent to the lab, and I have 2 more waiting for me here. And actually what I did with the last 2 rolls that I shot one with this camera and one with a cheap 35 euro, kind of like, it's a reusable camera, but it looks like a disposable one. And I read the reviews after I bought it, and everyone say that it sucks, but let's see if we can get any good shots. And some of the shots I've shot the same thing with the Canon and with the 35 euro camera. So let's see what the result would be like. And I am super excited as well because there's some photos on the Canon roll that I shot on a wedding. I forgot that I brought the camera, but I managed to do 10 frames. So I really, really hope that one of them are good, so I can send something to the couple. But yeah, maybe this is my new life as a film photographer. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe I can go through my next roll if anything is good on there. So let me know what you thought about this video. So see you sometime in the future.